Hey, what is up everyone? This is Mabel HQ, the Pro Gamer, and I'm back with another video for you guys. Today we have what should be kind of a short video, however, it's gonna be quite the special one. And you know that when I say special, I mean it. As it is tradition in this channel by now, we are gonna be talking more lol cows today. Meet Reforge. This dude runs a semi-big YouTube channel where he reads news articles about video games? I don't know, man. On one side, this guy puts out some of the most boring and uninteresting videos I've ever seen in this platform. He literally just sits there and reads articles from video game outlets like IGN and Kotaku and whatnot about the most recent games that come into the market, and then he gives his crappy opinions on said games, having only played them for 2 or 3 hours or downright not having played them at all. I kid you not, this dude can literally sit there for 1 or 2 hours straight just rambling on and saying nothing of substance on a matter. And sometimes he doesn't even say anything and just watches content from other creators on livestream.
If you guys are just tuning in, we're watching all relevant cutscenes and dialogue.
I can guarantee you guys, if you ever have trouble sleeping, just pull up a Reforge gaming video. It'll knock you out in 5 minutes. But that's not all. He also plays games on stream, and Jesus Christ, whenever this guy touches a video game, he turns into a complete cringe overlord. When playing, he often makes the dumbest mistakes ever and then blames the game or the developers of not doing things right. Then he rages and throws a tantrum over the most bizarre and irrelevant things imaginable in the most 5-year-old baby fashion, and then he becomes grumpy and toxic and starts lashing out at his chat. It's a spectacle to behold. I had been meaning to make a video on this guy since a while ago, but more important stuff kept coming up until now, so I decided to put it aside for the time being. But recently this dude said some really damn shit that got him into a lot of backlash and controversy, and I'm not letting him off the hook this time, so that's what we're gonna be checking today. So people, you better get your popcorn ready and brace yourselves, because you are about to witness amounts of cringe and projection, the likes that have never been seen before. And here we go.
But I think people need to start considering the psychological ramifications of constantly roasting, making fun of, and mocking people on the internet. What are we going to do one day if somebody like MBG just gets tired of the hate, gets tired of being salted, memed on, hated on, mocked, attacked, and one day he's gone? We wake up and there's a news report. What are we going to think then? I think that's going to make the content hit a little different, isn't it?
Okay, just for a little bit of context, we have Reforge here pretty much white knighting for a bigger content creator called MBG or something like that, who more often than not seems to be the target of mockery and ridicule due to his dumped takes and bias towards PlayStation and Sony in general. I don't really know much about this guy, and I honestly don't care to know him at the moment because, like I said before, I'm here exclusively for Reforge. But anyways, as we are gonna be seeing in a moment, Reforge is out here attacking people that make commentary content, calling them bullies amongst other asinine things, and arguing that commentary creators need to stop criticizing MBG because it's gonna cause him to auto-game over himself. You can't make this shit up.
We rallied and mocked this guy, made fun of this guy, false framed his statements, articles were written about him, right? Constantly attacked him, constantly misrepresented him. You know, what does that feel like, do you think? When you've worked really hard to grind and you got a YouTube channel and you're on the verge of 100,000 subscribers and you get misrepresented, misframed, attacked, mislabeled, name called. You have somebody who writes for a respected outlet saying that you built your channel hating on Xbox. What do you think that does to somebody's psychology, their mental health?
He's already rolling the tape here. He's pretty much using MBG as a cover to voice his feelings towards people that make videos on him. Reforge is constantly the object of criticism because he's constantly having dumped takes on a lot of stuff, and is often regarded as a PlayStation fanboy. Hell, not long ago, he even said that PC gamers are basically thieves.
You're out here bragging about playing Zelda on your PC, and you wonder why you're not getting property over there? Because you guys steal games!
And this whole argument that he makes about commentary creators bullying people like him is so stupid. A vast majority of people that make video responses provide constructive criticism, but people like Reforge are just unable to take a criticism whatsoever, and have an ego more fragile than an ice cube. So of course he's gonna pretend that he's being bullied and treated unfairly, and being misrepresented and mislabeled and misgendered and whatever the fuck.
Maybe one day he wakes up and he self-deletes because we won't leave him alone. We make everything personal because we have unresolved mental health problems on our own, and so we pour that out on this guy because we don't like his takes about our brand.
My dude, if you are so mentally and emotionally feeble that you might consider turning yourself off permanently over someone criticizing you, you have no business being on the internet, and much less running a YouTube channel. Bro, as a South American that has worked in customer service for years in several North American companies, you have no idea of the amount of racism that I have been subjected to every day of the week. I have been called Filipino, Mexican, Asian, Vietnamese, anything you can think of in a derogatory way. And it's no different in YouTube. I still get plenty of racism thrown at me on this platform. Just look at this. And you know what I do with all of that? I just shrug it off, because there is no reason to take any of that stuff to my chest. So I'm quite sure that if I can handle that amount of hate, you should be able to handle someone criticizing your point of view on a fucking video game console of all things, for fuck's sake. Also, you can't show me this guy and tell me that he doesn't have unresolved mental problems of his own.
It doesn't make much sense to come in and be like, what do you think about Guardian games? What do you mean, what do I think about Guardian games? I'm not even playing, how can I commentate on Guardian games? Some people just need to spend more skill points and self-awareness. Like, take some time and evaluate how that might feel for me to have a game taken away from me, have my business and my livelihood and my family maliciously attacked by abusive, terrible people, and to be like, yeah, but I miss you talking about it. Could you talk about it? Could you take 5 skill points out of selfishness and spend it in self-awareness, please? Could you do that? Why don't you do that? Instead of constantly coming to me and making sure you know that I know you miss me talking about Destiny. Really? What do you think I feel? Wake up! What do you think I feel? Stop bringing it up, stop asking me to talk about Destiny! What do you think I feel? Shut the frick up about how much you miss me talking about Destiny! Unsub, don't come back, like if that upsets you. Where do you think I sit on the grand scale of disappointment and anger and frustration and helplessness? Where do you think I land on that spectrum? And you want to come in and just wallow in selfish self-pity about, oh, I just miss you talking Destiny? Cool! Go watch somebody else!
There are clear anger management issues there, but yeah guys, the people criticizing this dude, myself included, are the ones with mental problems. We really need to spend more stat points on self-awareness, yeah?
And I think it's despicable. I think it's embarrassing. I don't think you're men. I think you're children, stuck in extended adolescent behavior, thinking that it's funny to misrepresent, name call, and eviscerate people, to bring up BS from my past that's not even true, and constantly hurl it in my face. Why? Because I say things about the brand that you like, and that's upsetting to you.
Man, he's projecting so hard that he actually broke the projection and revealed that he was talking about himself all along. Who would have known? And his denial is off the charts too. The part where he says that people bring up stuff from his past that is not even true. What? Dude, you got cancelled on the Destiny community because you did drugs, got drunk, and started flirting with some girls to the point where you creeped them out, all while being married. Nothing of that is false, you even admitted to it on your shitty apology video. Bro, if you look up the definition of denial in a dictionary, you'd probably see this guy's face in there. And this is where I've had enough of Reforge. The nerve and the gut on this guy to call other people children is just way too much for me to stomach. Jesus Christ. Honestly, fuck this dude. I just can't believe that a human being is capable of projecting this goddamn match. Let's go ahead and check Reforge Gaming actually gaming, shall we? On the next clip that I'm about to show, he's gonna be playing Resident Evil 4 Remake. He's like 10 minutes into the game and he makes his way to the village square, where the first true combat encounter of the game takes place. And obviously, he gets killed.
He's still alive! I'm dead.
And in the most Manchild DSP clone fashion, on his second attempt he starts making excuses and complaining that the game isn't properly made.
You played the original? No, they don't teach you anything. You guys are telling me to do all these things that the game hasn't taught me how to do. You can block those throws? Yeah, the game has done a terrible job of teaching me basic combat. It hasn't taught me any of that stuff. Yeah, I mean, they're just getting automatic damage on me because I can't...
Bro, you literally need only to pause the game, and on the pause menu you can see the tutorials tab that explains every damn mechanic in the game. How is the game failing to teach you how to play when you are failing to put the bare minimum effort into learning? It's common sense, my dude. Whenever you start playing a new game, you pause the game, go into options and config, you check the actions that every button in your controller or keyboard do, and if there is a tutorials tab, you check the tutorials.
Yeah, I would have to say this is really bad. I'm serious. Like, it's beautiful, but this is really bad. You're not teaching me anything. Like, if you've played the original, this is probably awesome, but if you didn't play the original, this is terrible. Like, you're not teaching me the basics of combat. You're just swarming me. Like, you're not teaching me how to block, how to parry, how to get away. Like, that's a terrible way. Like, a brand new player, like, I've never played the game. Like, ease me into the game. This is bad.
Dude, I'm sorry to ruin it to you, but no game is required to babysit you and handhold you. You should be able to figure things out on your own without a problem. You're just lazy and want the game to do everything for you. Also, what's even there in a game as straightforward as Resident Evil 4 that you need to be taught about? You pull the knife with L1, you aim your weapon with L2, you shoot with R2, and you reload with square. That's all you need to know in that game.
The game's not communicating any of that to me. It's I don't know. I felt like Resident Evil Village did the same thing. Like, they just keep putting you in these impossible situations. You're just supposed to magically conclude that, like, oh, I'm not supposed to fight. Like, I have all this stuff I can use, but I'm not supposed to fight?
My brother in Christ, the game is literally telling you to fight them off. Oh my god. I can't, man. I'm getting depressed here. Let's just skip to the next game. Anyways, after playing the game for another hour or so, Reforge comes to the conclusion that the game is too clunky and dated for his tastes, so he quits. Okay, maybe just Resident Evil wasn't Reforge's type of game. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He can probably do a lot better and be more mature when he plays something that is more up his alley, right? Right? Right, Reforge?
So much effing automatic damage. It's not a fun fight. So annoying. All of his stuff does is slow down and trick you. It's not fun.
Shut the fuck up! Brother, get up! Brother!
So spammy. It's such a lame fight.
Oh boy. And this is the same guy that is calling other people children and telling them to grow up. Let that sink in for a moment.
And that's upsetting to you. Grow the frick up.
My bad. To grow the freak up. Imagine the lack of self-awareness needed to tell others to grow the freak up. Jesus Christ, dude, the irony. And once again, this gameplay is garbage. Here he's fighting a boss in God of War Ragnarok and he's making no effort to understand the enemy's attack patterns, and he's not even trying to block or dodge. And the worst part is that based on the damage that he's taking from the boss, I think he's playing on easy mode, and even then he's still getting his ass handed to him and throwing a fit like a little baby. Here you can see that the boss leaves a set of hazards on the ground after attacking, so the most obvious and logical thing to do would be to back off and wait for a safer opportunity to attack. But But Reforge, in all of his glory and genius, decides to step on the hazards for half an hour and get cooked. And then he dies and keeps complaining that the boss is cheap and unfair. For the love of heavens, man, this guy sucks so hard at anything he plays and is so whiny and childish. This dude seriously is out here giving DSP a run for his title as the worst gamer in the planet. Also, you guys notice this thing that he constantly says when he starts getting his ass kicked?
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting automatic damage on me. So much effing automatic damage. It's so much automatic damage. You rode all the way over here because that's kind of the point, right? It's a dragon. You're supposed to fight him, and you got all the way over here and automatic damage, you know?
What is automatic damage? This dude comes up with the dumbest stuff ever. I guess that's the term that he uses for anything that he doesn't like or doesn't know how to deal with. Honestly, that's so damn funny that I'm gonna steal it for myself. I'm gonna start calling everything that gives me trouble automatic damage from now on. It's gonna be the ultimate coping mechanism. Alright folks, I don't really have much else to say on this matter. I think I have driven the point home on how much of a clown this guy is, and the irony of him calling other people children. Keeping this up for any longer would be like beating a dead horse, so let's just check some more clips for the lulz and wrap this video up. Okay, so in this next clip, Reforge is gonna grace us with his opinion on playing Elden Ring without summoning.
I'm not telling you to handicap yourself. I'm saying if you beat the game and you summon the whole time, good for you. I did as well. Go back through and don't summon. It's a very different game. You really learn the fights. It's just a different experience. I think it's worth doing both ways. I am not disparaging summoning. I'm saying it's really worth considering a second playthrough and don't summon at all.
Alright, that's a pretty fair take. Kinda based, actually. I'll take your word for it, Reforge. Now show me some footage of your actual experience playing Elden Ring without summons.
Disagree. He has so much BS damage. He is not a good boss. He has so much cheap garbage. It's not even fun to fight. He just feels like another animation breaking, AoE abusing piece of cheap trash. They dial in so much of that in this game. It's just so irritating. It doesn't feel like I'm fighting somebody that like I'm overcoming. It feels like I'm tolerating garbage and then eventually getting past it. BS. This game cheats, dude. BS. This game cheats so freaking bad. That was such BS. Nothing legitimate about that at all. Complete garbage. I have no respect for so much of the things that they put in this game, dude. Well, like, screw you, man. Zero creativity garbage in the game. There's so much zero creativity garbage in this freaking game. And that right there is example number 10. Terrible game design. Just such a freaking mood ruiner. It's like, no wonder people just freaking ankle bite these guys, because they're designed like such bums. It's like, I'm not allowed to fight him. It's like, screw all the way off. Wow! Wow! Another giant area of effect that I can't get away from and kills me. Woo! What a great encounter. So creative. They're so dumb. It's so painful. It's like, run all the way there, try to hit him, flies away. Run all the way there, try to hit him, does area of effect. Run all the way there, try to hit him. They're so freaking stupid. Lazy, bad design.
Yikes. Okay, that's gonna be all for now, people. So what did we learn today? Well, we learned that Reforge Gaming is the living proof that anyone can make it into YouTube and get to 30k plus subscribers. So my fellows, if you're trying to start a YouTube channel, always remember, keep grinding, never falter, believe in what you do, keep going forward, and never be like Reforge. Also remember to subscribe, leave a like, share, and all that YouTube crap. This was Mabel HQ, the Pro Gamer, and I'll be seeing ya.